All right. I am doing a roster review for Scotticus. Another one of my guild members who asked me to do one couple of 2 weeks back, I think. Just finished my second uni exam for this semester. So I thought I may as well. I've already got all the notes here, so I thought I may as well sit down and take a break and just record. So Scotticus, 5.3 mil GP, 2 GLs, Starkiller and Jedi Cowl. Also has Terran, has Malicos, which is really strange because you have Talikos, jeez. You have Malicos and you have Ben Solo. First, we'll talk about Ben later. But you don't have any other Conquest characters, which is really strange to me. Maybe you got Malicos from the Crystal Pack that was out a while ago. But I don't think there was one for Ben. So I don't know where you've got Ben from. Unless you just have most of the Conquest characters and you haven't unlocked them. Because I checked on SWGOH.gg. It tells you what Conquest characters you have unlocked and you only have those two. So maybe you only have those two unlocked and the rest are just like at 330 shards and you haven't bothered activating them. Anyway, let's start looking at your characters. I looked at your Slicker team. Slicker looks great. Mods are pretty good from what I'm gathering. Yeah, realistically, you could have like more offense on the secondaries, but his modding's like really good. 156 speed is fine. That's good stuff. The other thing is you seem to use First Order Officer, but his mods are fine, but he's not fast at all. Like he needs a lot faster. Again, I would definitely recommend getting him faster than Hux. Maybe I'll next time I have 5v5 GAC or like TW or something, I'll do a Slicker versus Jabba. But you want Hux to be significantly slower than First Order Officer, so that the speed down doesn't matter. Also, you seem to be using OG Kylo, wherever he is. Should be at like 7, so like here. You seem to be using OG Kylo instead of First Order Stormtrooper on the Slicker team because you're using crew with the Malicos team, which is a good idea. But I would definitely recommend using Stormtrooper over OG Kylo. OG Kylo is fine. I'm pretty sure Stormtrooper's better statistically. You'd have to check me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Rey, offense set is fine. I looked in some of my prep for this. You want an offense primary here. I've looked at in my preparation, I've looked at some of the top guilds and how they mod their Reys because SWGOH.gg recommends using this sort of set. The second most popular is all health. From watching content and mainly just watching content, seems like high health is better, but this is fine. Typically, what all the top players seem to do is they use either a full health set and then all offense. Obviously, not on this one. This can only be health and protection. But all three of the side mods they have as offense, and they have really high offense secondaries on these ones. Obviously, not on this one because it's got primary offense, and you can't have the primary and secondary be the same. Alternatively, you use really high health. So you wouldn't use offense here, you'd use health because you're using an offense set. Shouldn't matter too much, like, this set is fine. She's not very fast though, so you should definitely work on getting some speed on her. But, I mean, entirely up to you. This Rey probably works fine, but if you're going to do this, I'd definitely make this health. Yeah, I'd probably do this as a health mod over an offense mod because you're using an offense set. This one, offense is fine. You could put it as health, but it's entirely up to you. This should be health, which it is, which is good. You're currently using, in GAC, you're using Resistance Hero Finn and Poe, and Jedi Knight Rey as the other three with Rey and Ben. Which is fine because you're pretty far off Zori. If I look back over here, yeah, your Zori's 5-star, doesn't have her Omi, and which I'll get to later. You've got a lot more Omicrons that you need to apply before you're looking at Zori. Particularly on Ben, which I'll probably talk about in like 2 seconds. But I just want to talk about Resistance Hero Poe wants crit damage triangle, wants offense cross. This set's probably fine. But yeah, you want him to hit a bit harder. Same with Resistance Hero Finn. He just wants more speed. Yeah, crit damage triangle's fine. This is probably fine as potency. I lied. Yeah, okay. You probably want this as offense. I've never really used this team. I'm just going off of like stats I've seen. So yeah, offense and crit damage is fine. You just want him to be faster because he's pretty slow right now. I mean 250. Okay, 250 is not great, but like it's better than most of your characters. Like Wampa's only a couple rows down, and like, yeah, that's pretty slow. So working on your speed overall is something I'm going to be saying often when doing these, but everyone needs to work on their speed. Like even the top players are still going to be wanting to work on their speed so that their whole roster is over 300 speed, so they just like win. Because yeah, the difference between okay mods and good mods can decide the difference in PvP and PvE, just in this game in general. Anyway, Ben. This set's okay. This set's probably fine. The main thing is you don't need health and this one probably do health instead of protection, but it doesn't matter too much. These you definitely want as offense because with Ben's, let's go find Ben. With Ben's Omicrons, which you need to apply. Ben solo. 100% you need this, which we'll get to later, but you need this Omicron to make the team good. I mean, the team's fine without it, but this just makes the team that much better. You need this one. Redeemed is also a really good one. Ignoring protection, great. Means he hits a lot harder. Get some damage out. Which one's his other one? This one. This one's fine. It's not as important. It's still really nice. But 100% you need this one, and most likely this one next. Please get them, and also the rest of his Zetas. That one's fine. I'm pretty sure this Zeta is important. Yeah, this Zeta's important. But just please get him his Omicrons. It'll make your Rey team so much better. And because you give him that Omicron, he doesn't really need much survivability. Because he just revives himself. So he's a lot more happy. Plus, Rey gives the damage immunity with a kit. He's a lot more happy to just like give him a lot of speed and make him hit hard, and he'll do wonders for you. I don't think you have any characters over 300 speed, actually, aside from GLs. Yeah. So definitely work on that. Starkiller being up there is nice, but he's still pretty slow. Mara Jade needs to be a lot faster, because Mara Jade has an insanely high base speed, so it's not hard to get her to 300. I mean, okay, I say that, but it's not that hard. I would definitely recommend honestly, these three, Starkiller, MJ, and Darth Revan, definitely need to be 300 speed. Or Starkiller close to. I think my Starkiller's just under, so bit hypocritical, but I've got some really unlucky rolls. Anyway, Starkiller, yeah, as I said, needs more speed. Offense is fine, but I'd definitely recommend crit damage, especially because he gets a bonus 100% critical damage, and that I'm pretty sure scales off of this. So it's actually giving you almost another. It gives you like 80% more crit damage. So that definitely is worthwhile doing. Yeah, offense cross is fine. Health, speed, great. Mara Jade, just in terms of looking at the Starkiller team, needs a speed triangle. Definitely needs more speed in general. Potency cross is really good. Also 4-dot mod. Get a potency cross if you can. Otherwise, her Zetas aren't super useful. This one's nice just because it gives Palps a bit more speed, a bit more turn meter. So I'd say that's worthwhile. Otherwise, yeah, crit damage is pretty good on her. So that's unlucky with speed rolls though. Ooh. Yeah, your Palps is really slow. Put a speed set on him. Health set's fine. Put a speed set on him. And make sure they're all protection primaries, because with this one he gains 50% max protection. And he gains more max protection, and it's just, yeah, you want him to have a lot of protection. Don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Give him more protection primaries, give him a speed set. These health sets, like, I can understand you might want to use them for to survive Ray's sudden whirlwind. But it shouldn't be necessary as long as you've got him modded with all protection. Most of the time, my Palps lives, especially at Relic 7, so you should be fine. Next, I'll look at your CLS team, because I'm mainly just... What I typically do for these is I'll go to your Grand Arena. I'll look at the teams I can see immediately, but then I'll kind of look at your Grand Arena and see what teams you're using. And then I'll talk about them later, but CLS, crit damage triangle, great. Potency, don't want potency, which is kind of weird because you'd think that, oh, but he likes inflicting debuffs. Oh, he likes inflicting debuffs. But, actually, that's... Hang on. Here. So, with his leader, you don't want high potency, but at the same time, that's kind of the same. Because I saw a post on it the other day on Reddit talking about it. Because someone was like, oh, why don't you mod CLS for potency? But then it binds all things when it flicks a debuff against 10% turn meter. But the main thing is if you mod for tenacity, when he resists detrimental effects, he recovers health and protection. And that's more important than inflicting debuffs, because here he's getting turn meter anyway. So, also no speed set or offense set. I don't remember what's better. I think I've modded mine based off of SWGOH. Yeah, offense. So yeah, modding with offense. Speed is probably fine also if you've got the mods for it, but offense is definitely good, especially because he gains all this bonus turn meter. So yeah, give him an offense set. Give him a tenacity cross, although it probably doesn't matter too much, but I would definitely recommend to, because you already get all this potency from it binds all things. So definitely recommend some... Oh, sorry. Definitely recommend a tenacity triangle. Not triangle. Cross. Han wants offense here, or offense on the cross. Health set's fine, especially because I mean, you've only got him at 90% crit chance, but this gives him 20% crit chance anyway, which is enough to proc Deadeye. So you're probably fine. So yeah, that looks good. C3PO. Potency primaries is really weird, but it shouldn't matter too much because, I mean, I guess he does want to be landing debuffs. Secondaries, you just want him faster. Give him potency here. I'm pretty sure you want a speed set on him just so he gets really quick, but it's up to you. Here, I'd probably do protection or health because you want him to be bulky so that Han, so that Chewbacca, Luke is the weakest in terms of health and protection because that's what counts when this says weakest ally. It's based off of health and protection. So giving guard, you want to give guard to CLS and Han. And so giving C3PO a lot of survivability is good there. 3PO and Chewie, where is he? Am I blind? Likely. I'd use, hang on. Oh yeah, I'd use an offense set here instead of crit damage set, mainly because it's just more consistent damage. But it's up to you, it shouldn't matter too much. Otherwise, Chewie is fine. He likes all of these being tenacity. So I guess he could be a little bit faster, but should be all good there. Next, I'll just take a quick look at the Seer team, which you're simply using Seer, Scavray, Cal, Malicos, and Crew. Seer, so low speed is fine. Because obviously, yeah, you want to make the most of her leader ability, right? Which gives 15% more crit chance, crit damage, and offense for each enemy that takes a turn, which is cool. But at the same time, realistically, Malicos is just going to kill everyone. Like, he doesn't need those extra stats. Like, obviously, they're nice, and so you don't need to go, like, all out on speed. But if you're outspeeding the whole enemy team, then you're probably taking enough turns that you just kill them anyway. So it is kind of nice to have some speed on this team. It's entirely up to you, realistically. My recommendation is get them a bit faster. Get them to 250 speed or so. I mean, I guess you could have them at low speed because you either want them at low speed or you want high speed. But I think a mid ground is okay because then you still get like 30, 45% extra bonus stats, which is really good, and yet you're still fast enough that you're not just going to get turn looped and die. So yeah, that's fine. She wants health primaries on all of these. Speed is fine. She wants health primaries on all these just because this gives bonus protection, and bonus protection is based on max health. Malicos, fix a set. You want one of these to be a health so that he gets health. Offense is okay, but would recommend speed. Crit damage triangle. Wants a speed arrow. I know he's still kind of slow, but I know you don't want him to be super fast, as I was saying before, but you kind of do, actually. So speed arrow would be good. Yeah, okay, that's all I had to say about Malicos. I thought I had more. Crew, you want to give health primaries instead of protection primaries, just because he recovers health, not protection. So you want him to have more max health so that he recovers. So 8% is worth more, if that makes sense. The other two I didn't look at much because they're not really super important. Which actually Cal is kind of important, but I haven't really looked at him. 1% set is fine. Don't really need this health triangle. Protection triangle. You want it to be a health triangle just because he gives a lot of protection up, and protection up's based on... No, I'm thinking bonus protection. Either way, I'm pretty sure you want more health. For her health steal, I think. I don't actually... Now I'm confusing myself. Might have to update you on that, but I'm pretty sure you want health stats. Tenacity is good though. How was it? 125%. Great. Good tenacity stat. Can't complain there. Darth Revan. Where am I blind? I'm probably just blind. Here. Fix your set. First of all. Give him a lot more speed. He's quite slow. You want him at least 300 speed. You want him to have a crit damage triangle and offense cross, preferably. He doesn't really need survivability. He just wants to kill things. Next one is Malik, because you don't seem to use your Darth Revan Malik team, which, to be fair, you don't have a... I mean, this team's fine. But I would definitely recommend using him on offense, or because you're only in Bronzium, he'll get holds in defense, on defense, especially if you give Malik a couple more relic levels. Health sets are fine. I definitely recommend protection primaries though, even maybe here, but speed is probably okay. But definitely protection, and that might seem weird, but he loses all protection and gains that much max health. So you're just gaining more health overall because the protection stat's 23% as opposed to 16%. And his as you can see, because this grey is how much is added by mods, his base protection is actually significantly higher than his base health by about 20,000. So that extra, what is it, 8%, 7%, 7.5% actually matters a lot. So definitely would recommend that. Sad Basti, more speed. She really likes having speed. Give her a speed set, give her potency, you'll be fine. Just give her speed. Next one is Treya, which I'm going to just first of all sit here. Savage, like, Treya is an excellent team without Savage, but like, she's nowhere near as good without Savage as she is with Savage. Savage just is such a good tank in Grand Arena with his Omicron. So this is another Omicron. Ben Omicrons and Savage Omicron are really, really good. Sorry, I'm quite gassy again. Apparently, I like to burp when doing these. Yeah, Savage is an excellent tank and means she's a lot harder to two-shot. She's a lot less likely to lose to Starkiller, which, to be fair, Starkiller still has a decent win rate, but, you know, things like that. CLS, I'm pretty sure, can just kill Nihilus, then just kill Treya, and then win if Savage isn't there. Don't quote me on that, but I have a friend who I've seen do it in, like, Bronzium, so I don't know if that happens consistently, but yeah, definitely get Savage going. All health mods, all health primaries. Don't give him, doesn't need any speed, because when you give him his Zeta and his Omicron, when he gets hit, he gains 30% turn meter, so you don't need speed, especially because he's almost always taunting. Just in general with the Treya team though, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. She wants to be faster. Also, she wants health primaries for these three. She doesn't really need damage for this. So health is better because she gives so much bonus protection, and bonus protection is based off of max health. So having a gazillion max health, I know her health stat's a lot lower than her protection, but you really want health. She gets so hard to kill when she's got all this bonus protection. And just, yeah, give her more speed. Your sets are fine. And I'm going to say this exact same about Nihilus. Give him health, give him health, give him health. This is already health, but you get my point. Speed is fine, but he just wants a lot more health. This Zeta's not useful. I mean, it's fine if you have extra Zetas, but I wouldn't. Give him more speed, give him health primaries. for the exact same reason. I didn't look at Scion. This is probably fine. He likes all health mods. He likes to be faster as well. But again, make these two health mods. Doesn't really need a potency set though. I'd give him like another health set or defense or something. And Talon. Her Zeta is pretty good if you have spares. I can't see it here. I'm pretty sure it's whenever the leader is hit. Or whenever an ally's hit, the leader gains 5% health, 5% turn meter, which is really good. Means Traya can get Isolate out there quicker at the start of the battle if she's not fast enough, things like that. So it's pretty good. Would recommend. Otherwise, give her more speed. These sets are fine though. I mean, you could use speed over offense, but it shouldn't matter too much. And she wants a speed arrow. Just give her some more speed. Aside from that, most of your other things like Geos I'm not going to talk about because they're Geos. Resistance I'm not going to talk about because you don't have Zori, so you don't really want to be using her. Night Sisters, I don't really know the typical modding off the top of my head. Health, tenacity, potency is fine. Speed and potency is fine. Yeah, speed and potency. This will just want all health. Yeah. So yeah, you seem to use these a bit on defense, and it's a great defensive team. Especially low ranks. It just throws a lot of people off. I've got like 4 or 5 holds per match with Night Sisters, just sitting them on defense front wall, and people who have like 4 or 5 GLs on top of me go, hey, I'm just going to do this really easily, and they don't throw a GL at it, and they end up just throwing. So yeah, they're a good defensive team. Ships, you don't have anything going on. Finalizer and Radis. Radis isn't very good from what I know statistically. I haven't really used much of her. Finalizer's good, but I'm pretty sure your first order, yeah, it's still a bit low star. Echelon and Command Shuttle definitely want to be max stars, but Echelon's not as important. But I mean, well, they are, but you know, you can get there. But other than that, like, you don't have anything going for Empire. You don't have... I don't even know if you have Iden. Yeah, you've got Iden, but her ship's really good for Empire. Would recommend. But otherwise, you don't really have much going on. So that's not really great. Home 1's just sad. I wish Home 1 was good, but they're not. He's not. Galactic Republic, you've got nothing going on. Really need to work on. Like, Galactic Republic's really good to work on. But you don't even have Negotiator or Malevolence, which is really strange. I would definitely recommend getting at least one of them. Negotiator's better. Almost objectively, but it's entirely up to you. I have a friend who went for Malevolence first just because he could, and Malevolence isn't bad on defense. And it can beat Profundity sometimes, which, as a Profundity user, that saddens me a little bit. 4-star Rebel Y-Wing we'll get back to when I go over farms. But you don't really have anything going for like your ships for Executor are getting there, and then Empire these two. Yeah, your ships are fine, but for Executor, you're really lacking, and you should definitely get Executor. You also don't have Razor Crest unlocked, which you should definitely work on if you don't already. Its shards appear in the ship store occasionally, so that would recommend that. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend going for Exec, because you need something going on in ships. You want to be getting at least the top 20, preferably top 10, 5 in Fleet Arena. Gets you so many more crystals, really accelerates your growth. Yeah. Might talk about... I'll just check it's capturing the right thing. So, cool. Let's talk about your Grand Arena. You got blessed this last one where you just got 2 in a row and then you just won here. But I think you've got a really good idea of what teams do. You're bringing Treya on offense, which is fine. I think Trey's better hold-wise on defense than most other teams, so she's better on defense. But she beats most things. Like Geos, she absolutely floors. I wouldn't use her on Geos. There's better value, but I have been known to use Treya on Geos if Geos is the last one and I have a Treya because they just die. But Treya on defense with Savage, mind you, with Savage, excellent. But even so, this is fine. Slicker, you're bringing on offense, great. Yeah, he counters a lot of things. Definitely better than on defense. I mean, on defense, he's fine against an opponent who has, like, no GLs, but definitely. Offensively, he's a lot better. Same with Sia Malikos. Great team. Excellent team. Oh, you're using Fulcrum instead of Stick Ray. That's fine. Definitely bring on offense. They kill so many things. Same with Starkiller. Here's where you're using Stick Ray. Starkiller kills so many things. Usually, well, he can sometimes beat C, but with Treya and Scion, with this team, it's not going to happen. Especially Wampa. Wampa, you can often Wampa C, and I reckon you could with your Wampa setup, but not with Treya, because Treya is just going to isolate your Wampa and then you do nothing. CLS, also a great team offensively. Like, the teams you're bringing offensively are really solid. Like, they're all really strong powerhouses that I don't really know what you do against JMK. I don't really know what you do against Jabba at the moment, although Sia Malikos might beat Jabba. Not sure. Leia, I'm not sure what you do. Slicker can sometimes beat Leia, but I don't think your Slicker setup's fine-tuned enough. It's still good, but I don't think it's fine-tuned enough. So yeah, your offense is great. Defense is also good. You're using Ray on defense. Thank you. Night Sisters on defense is great. Geos on defense are fine. I'd put them in the back wall. I mean, it's up to you. This Revan team with JKCK, really solid. Fine defensively, fine offensively too. And I know I've seen you use them offensively elsewhere. Phasma's also fine on defense. She's not super good, but she'll do. Radis on defense is fine. It throws off a lot of... It throws off a lot of weaker accounts that haven't really invested in ships or have their executor on defense or whatever. That's embarrassing. That shouldn't... I mean, Dash is only Gear 12. Let's take a look at some of your other ones. Or was this the one I was just looking at? Might be. This is probably just the one I was looking at. But yeah, you're offensively and defensively, you seem like you've got a really good idea of what teams should go where, which is quite nice to see. You just need to build out your roster a bit more in terms of ships especially, and also just make your Ray a bit better with improving Ben. Finalizer on offense is good. This is really unfortunate. Next thing to talk about is farming. And your farming is shocking to me. Like, just some of the numbers here. Like, Jabba, you need another 1300 Chirotech. Leia, you also need another 1300 Chirotech, which is insane. That's so much Chirotech, which they're great characters and I would recommend getting them. But, Christ. But the weirdest thing is, JML, you're only 300 Chirotech off. Why? Like, that's so weird, because usually these three, their requirements are meant to line up really well, but yeah, you're just so close. So yeah, 300 Chirotech till JML, really good idea. Executor, you're still 800 Chirotech off of which you really need Executor. You really need Executor. But I think, especially because you have Jedi Knight Cal, JML is a better option for you to go for first. He's really close. 300 Chirotech is not that much. You can probably farm that in 2 weeks. Less than that if you've got currency saved up. Definitely go for JML. He's extremely strong with Jedi Cal. It is a big investment. It's 3 legendary characters to make his team good, but his team's really solid. And at the moment with his Focus Datacron, that's really good too, even though you probably don't need it. Even just the Luke level 9's really broken. Scribe on YouTube has a very good video for that. But I'd recommend going for Luke, and then while you're farming tickets, go for Executor. It's just a really good fleet. You need a good fleet, especially for Fleet Arena. You've done all your ship shards for it. You've got BAM, you just need Razor Crest, which I don't know how close you are to Razor Crest. You only need Piet and Dengar up to Star, and you're fine. So that's good. The only thing with JML is you need a 6-star Rebel Y-Wing, which is going to probably take you a little bit. I don't know how many shards you got. Maybe you're close to 5-star, which would be really nice. But its shards occasionally appear in the Galactic War shop, if I remember rightly. So pick those up when you can, because you definitely could benefit from having JML and Executor. You need a good ship. You need Executor. And then once you've finished farming Executor, farm Outrider, because it doesn't seem like you have Outrider. No. So farm Outrider and then go for Jabba. I went for Leia first, which I don't regret, so to speak, but Jabba is also really good return on investment. And he's going to really help you with the, I know this is scary, but it's worth it. You get a really good defensive GL and offensive GL. You get a really good GL, you get a lot of mod materials. You get something that helps out in TB and TW. So that's what I would recommend with farming. So I'll just go back over everything quickly because I feel like it. Slicker team is pretty good. Let me just double check my notes. Slicker team's pretty good. I'd work on Fu a bit. I'd also replace crew with Kylo Ren, OG Kylo, with First Order Stormtrooper, but it's not super important right now. Work on Fu's mods. Rey is probably fine right now. Resistance Hero Bros, fix their mods up a little bit. They want a bit more damage, a bit more speed. Also, I didn't talk about JTR, but she doesn't want a crit damage triangle. She just wants survivability. Ben, fix your Ben, please. Give him his Omicrons. That'll make him a lot better. Otherwise, he's a fine-ish. Just take off the health and replace it with like offense, and you're golden. Most characters need more speed. Starkiller and MJ need more speed. Starkiller also wants a crit damage triangle. Emperor Palpatine, give him protection primaries and a bit more speed. CLS team needs working on. You can check back in the video for what they need. Seer Malicos, like Ufu team is pretty fine. Just fix your sets. Wampa's pretty good. What else have I got? Darth Revan, you want to fix his sets, give him some more crit damage and offense, give him some speed. Malik, give him protection primaries. Sad Basti, give her speed, fix her sets. She doesn't need all health sets. Please, please, please work on Savage. You've already got him 7-starred, so that's fine. But please work on Savage and give him his Omicron. Treya, Nihilus, give them health primaries here, but otherwise they're fine. Just get them a bit faster if you can. Talon's fine, just wants a speed arrow. Give her a Zeta if you want. give her some more speed. Scion's fine. And definitely work on either Malevolence or... I wonder if I got my payout. Did I get sniped? Oh! This one guy always snipes me. Or he's been doing it a lot recently. Pisses me off. Oh, whatever. What was I looking at? Right, guild events. Get Negotiator or Malevolence. One of them doesn't really matter, but it'll definitely help elevate your fleet a lot. And get Executor. Executor's really solid. But before that, go for JML while farming for JML tickets, so you can unlock him. Then go for Executor. Then go for Jabba. And then work from there. Leia is really strong, just really, really good. Otherwise, you've got most of the Journey Guide stuff. You could get Inquisitors. I'm thinking about getting Inquisitors for the guild, but there's other things I want to farm first, so... yeah, but looking good. Just could do mainly with a bit of modding. Modding support. So yeah, I hope that helped.